So I have just got back home after I went to Sacramento to do my Sports Hop series, and along the way I did listen to partially the Quakes versus Rapids game, and I did watch the highlights of that game just a couple of seconds ago, and you already know the result. The Quakes lose. They're back in the losing column. They lost 2-1 to the Colorado Rapids, and we lose it in heartbreaking fashion by conceding a goal in the 94th minute. But let's be honest, this game looked like a losing cause for majority of the game, and it was kind of a miracle, the fact that we had a 1-1 draw for such a long time. But when you look at this game and you especially look at that first half, it looked like it was the same old Quakes in the first half. I mean, tactically inept, that is Michael Starhay. Players are just not really playing for the shirt in that first half. And we gave 60% possession to Colorado. Yeah, 60%. And this is a Rapids team that do not have possession for majority of the games that they play this season. And yet they got 60% in the first half. And they completely dominate the first half. I mean, it was absolutely ridiculous how we played in the first half. It looked like a complete opposite of what we did in the previous week. And it looked like when I saw how the Quakes played in the first half, that FC Dallas performance was clearly a huge kind of just one of those times where we kind of got lucky and stuff like that. And it wasn't really something that we really change as a club, and that it's just the same old Quakes. Now, to be fair, the second half did get a little bit better, and that Eriksson did get that penalty to convert it and tie the game. But once again, Michael Starhay making some bad decisions. How many times do I have to keep saying this before this guy gets sacked? I mean, seriously, I'm so done with this manager. I so want him to get out of this club. But no, because the reason why he's not out of this club is because Jesse Fornelli seems to be best buddy with this guy, and he refused to sack that guy. And it's just getting to a point where I'm not only going to call out Starhay, but Fornelli, you will be very soon to be the one that will be called out, and certainly would be in my banner that I will most likely bring to the game every single game unless changes are needed to make. But Michael Starhay made some boneheaded decision. He decided to sub Hika off and bring in Weehan. Yep, he decided to put in a guy that we already know that he does not play very well for us, and that he is not an MLS level player. And yet we brought him on thinking that he would make an impact, and we brought off Hika, who certainly is probably one of our best winger in this team, and certainly one of the best attacking piece that we had. And the other thing about this team is that, I know that a lot of people will say that the Salinas red card might have been the reason why we lost this game and that we went down to 10 men in the last couple of minutes. But here's the thing, when we went down to 10 men during that time right around the 88th minute, we shouldn't be conceding a goal very late in the game. I mean, if anything, we should be at least kind of locked down and trying to get a point out of this game, and yet we just didn't do that. We decided to go to sleep late in the game and thinking that the points has been secure, and instead we threw it all away. I mean, there's just been so many times this season the Quakes have thrown away points on the road, and this just was another example of it. And this time it's in a heartbreaking fashion, although looking how this season has been, it's not really heartbreaking anymore. I mean, if this happened in the beginning of the season, then sure, yes, this is very heartbreaking. But when you look at how this team is throughout this season and how many bad resort is, and I even said that coming into this game, this is a battle of the bad teams. This is a woodwork, or not woodwork, but kind of wooden spoon derby between both of these teams. And the loser, of course, will potentially win the wooden spoon. Well, it seemed like we are now going to be potentially winning the wooden spoon because of how it is. And we deserve to win the wooden spoon. I hope that spoon will be shoved right into Fornelli's face. And I'll tell you what, I hope that spoon can even be be kind of spiky and stuff like that, because when Fournette holds it up, I hope it actually hurts him, and I hope that he now knows how it feels to be like a fan of this team, and how every fan of the Quakes suffering what has happened throughout this season, because I'm just sick of it. I am absolutely sick of this team. I'm absolutely sick of the management that this team is, and I'm sick of just even the ownership too. It is just disgusting, the fact that we did not do anything other than just trade in Quincy Amarikwa to get in another Quincy Amarikwa kind of type of player, and think that we can wait into the winter transfer window so that would be a time to rebuild. No, I'm sick of it. I'm sick of the fact that this team is not spending money, and unless changes are going to make, I am started to not even care about this team anymore. For the rest of the season, I don't even want to celebrate anymore, even when they score a goal, because this team, if they're not giving 100%, if the ownership are not really trying anything to fix this problem, then why should us fans care about that? But either way, let me know in the comments below, what do you think of this game, and what do you think of this whole season too, and how is it time to give up? I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody is giving up, and I'm kind of a fan that, you know, I know that I always said that I will always be there for the Quakes, and that no matter how bad things have gone, I will be there. But it's just getting so hard to do it now with the way that they keep losing every single game, and just the players don't even care about anymore, and the management being completely inept with the tactics, and the ownership not doing anything about it. But either way, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and yeah, I of course will see you guys next time.